I spent the majority of my life growing up in Frederick County. I've raised my family in Frederick County. I never would have thought that I would ever become addicted to any substances. I remember I gave birth to my son, and at 10 months old, I decided to enter treatment and to change my life. I will never forget the struggles that I had to go through just to provide for him as a mother, let alone to take care of myself. And through my walk in this journey to recovery, I found that I was not the only one in need and that I had something that I could offer. I have dedicated my life to helping others who are facing the same battle that I had to face. I started off as a peer and I worked my way up to an addiction counselor and eventually branched out to starting my own nonprofit in which I house women and children and allow them to recover with their children, and also reentry housing for men coming from incarceration. We've all made bad choices, but that doesn't mean they can't make differences in our community. It doesn't mean that they can't go out and lead and be successful in our communities. And so I want to shed light on that. I want to give them voices, and I want to let them know if I can do it, they can do it. I decided to run for U.S. Congress because we need change. The opioid epidemic is at an all-time high. It has been very tough on the recovery community to function through all of this. We've seen a rise in not just the opioid epidemic, the mental health crisis, and there is a huge need for help at this point. In order to combat this opioid epidemic, we are going to have to invest in transitional living. We're going to have to come together and work. When these individuals come out of treatment centers, we have to be there to give them resources, to give them a second chance at life. And we need to work on keeping families together opposed to tearing them apart. And without someone running with a voice that has experienced it, who has lived through it, I understand what it is to have no hope. I understand what it is to be depressed and want to give up. But I also understand what it is to stay in the fight and what it is to have a voice, because when we have a voice, we encourage others. When we recover out loud, we give others the inspiration they need to keep going one more day.